Hey.
You look like hell.
The cops outside, and I saw Taggert in the waiting area. Have they questioned you?
No, but it's coming.
Okay, I need to see you alone.
It's okay.
All right, one thing. Did they give you the heroin at the penthouse?
I don't remember.
When I got there, I found a syringe and some paraphernalia.
What did you do with it?
I hid it.
Where?
Underneath the cushion on the sofa.
Okay.
Let me guess. The cops are at the penthouse.
They found this stuff. They had to.
That's just great. This thing is bugging me. I want you out of here, Jason.
No, I'm not leaving.
Taggert is gonna insult me. You know he will, and you're gonna deck him, and I'm really gonna be in trouble.
Look, I am fine.
No, you are tight as a drum. Besides, you have to go to Robin and tell her what happened. Right? I don't want her finding this out from Mac.
Don't babysit me. You almost died, Sonny. I'm not leaving you here unprotected.
Joseph is
Yeah,
out
Joseph,
there.
whatever. I called Pete. He's gonna bring backup.
Yeah, and I got Mike and Brenda. Everything's cool.
Brenda's the reason you're here in the first place. Joseph told me you got a call she was in the hospital.
Come here. Listen to me. Get over here. I gotta tell you a secret. They used her to get to me. Now I know what to watch for. It's gonna be okay.
Taking off. They're running some tests right now, but when they let you back in, just stay with them.
We will. Hey. Is there something wrong between us?
What are you talking about?
I saved Sonny's life, and you walk into the room, and you ask me to leave, and then you come out here, and you tell Mike to take care of him, and you don't even look at me. I mean, did I do something wrong to you?
It never occurred to you to dump the drug paraphernalia?
I did.
Yeah, in the couch in his apartment doesn't count. You should grab the stuff, put it in your purse, and threw it away when you got to emergency. But now, the cops have it to use against them.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry. I guess I never could quite figure out the way to protect Sonny.
Brenda, you saved his life. That's all that matters.
I'm sorry. I'm being a jerk. I owe you for what you did. I always will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Morgan, may we ask you some questions?
No.
Just a few. About your boss and his nasty habit.
Sonny doesn't do drugs.
I was talking to Mr. Morgan. So, how long has Sonny been shooting heroin? Since his wife blew up or before?
You should go to hell.
I got a badge here that says you're not allowed to talk to me that way. But maybe you didn't know that. Maybe you're on heroin, too. You got any needle tracks in those arms?
You want to check? Get a warrant.
How could I? We both know you're a special case. Not only are you dating the commissioner's niece, you're so damaged you don't even know the difference.
Why don't you shut up?
Maybe even too damaged to know your boss is a junkie. How bad you want to hit me?
Excuse me. Ms. Jensen, are you going to allow him to goad a private citizen like that?
We're finished here. Mr. Morgan, you're free to go.
Don't leave, Sonny.
That was so uncool, and you know it.
All right. Come on, let's go back to Sonny.
What the hell were you doing?
Trying to get the kid to pop. He's supposed to have a temper. And I think he knows a lot about Corinto's organization.
Well, I don't work that way. If you want to arrest him, you find some legitimate reason. Or otherwise, stick with what we have, okay? Now, if that forensics report comes back the way it should, Sonny Corinthos may finally be facing a charge that will stick.
Calm down. Better.
He really cares about you. You know, that's something you just can't help. There's no way to stop that.
What are you still doing here? Are you a glutton for punishment or what?
I said I was going to stay here until I knew that you were okay, and that's what I'm going to do.
That could be a while.
Ah, what do you want?
Detective Taggert is here to read you your rights. I'm here to watch.
She likes to watch.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney, and for that attorney to be present during questioning. Do you understand this? And these rights as they've been read to you?
Yes.
Do you wish to have an attorney?
Enough. I've been through this dance, okay? I know it by heart. I'm not in a mood to do it again.
Yeah, well, we're gonna make it real interesting this time. We're gonna send you to prison. Alex took a transfer to Los Angeles.
Oh, I miss him very much.
He gave him a hell of a going away present. Last thing he said was to take you down. Now I don't have to. You did it yourself. You're a junkie, Corinthos. You're not just dealing heroin, you're shooting the stuff.
Sonny doesn't do
Brenda.
drugs. Listen, you're supposed to be a cop, right? That means you're supposed to help people? Somebody tried to kill him.
You really believe that, don't you?
Brenda, listen to me. This is nothing but a stupid, ugly game. Yeah, he knows the rules, and so do I. Yes, somebody tried to kill me, and yes, he believes that, but if he can twist it and use it against me, he will.
We found paraphernalia and traces of heroin at your residence.
Oh, really? You ever hear of illegal search and seizure?
Oh, you ever heard of probable cause? Toxicology report says your veins were pumped full of heroin, and the door to your apartment was open.
Fine, then finish the arrest. And I will sue your sorry butt for harassment, and you know I will. You searched my apartment and found nothing. You came back here and got nothing again except a report that says I was on heroin, which I freely admit because, hey, somebody tried to kill me.
Prove it.
No, because that's your job. I am a citizen, and I was assaulted, and I want the police to do something about it. I'm sorry, but you know what? Is there a reason you're here besides taking up space?
I wanted to assess the case against you.
And?
Yeah, it's possible someone tried to kill you. Why wouldn't they? But it's also possible that you shot yourself up with heroin. Now, since I don't want to go to court with an unprovable case, we're going to call this an ongoing investigation. Now, you convince me that someone tried to set you up and you are off the hook. Otherwise, I go to the DA with all this evidence and see how he wants to handle it. Now, would you care to give me a statement, or would you like to speak with an attorney first?
$911. And that was it.
Well, if it was a setup, how come the paraphernalia was found under the couch cushions?
You're wasting my time, detective. Finish the arrest or split.
Someone tried to kill Mr. Corinthos. See about getting a sketch artist in here and find a nurse.
Hurry now, detective.
I'll be right back. Miss Johnson. Thank you.
Don't bother. Sooner or later, he's going to make a mistake, and I will send him to prison.
A little fuller, and her nose wasn't as straight, but the eyes are right, and so is the forehead.
What about height, weight, any identifying characteristics?
Yeah. She was about 5'6", 5'7", 130 pounds. Good build, little hippie, but she had long legs and good posture, thick ankles.
Good, you got a good look at her.
Yeah, I noticed things.
See, Mr. Corinthos used to own a strip joint. Maybe you don't know as much about him as you think you do.
Oh, no, Detective. She knows everything about me, don't you, Brenda?
Think twice before admitting that. Could make you an accessory.
How's this?
Holy moly. Well, that's about as close you can get.
Excuse me.
Man.
Dr. Quartermain, could you come here for a moment, please?
Sure. Something wrong?
Mr. Corinthos claims to have been set up by this woman here. Can you tell me if she works in the hospital?
I've never seen her before in my life.
Police sources confirm that reputed crime lord Michael Sonny Corinthos Jr. was admitted last night to Port Charles General Hospital for an apparent heroin overdose. Mr. Corinthos was near death when rescued.
You sure it's her?
Well, she said you were asking about me, and there's no way I could forget the face it delivered. That news. You go ahead and you find her, and you'll have all the answers you need there, young man. I need to have a conversation with Mac, you know, because I can't believe he gave my case to the only cop on the force who's more obnoxious than Garcia. I think my feelings are hurt.
Come on, do you really think that the police aren't going to try and find who attacked you?
They're going to give him a medal. These people hate me, Brenda. I bet you Taggert threw that sketch in the garbage.
So what are we supposed to do then? That's just it?
No, that's not it. I'm going to find out who did it.
So where do we start?
We?
Well, I did save your life, so I guess I should feel kind of responsible for it.
Always?
The person who did this knew about us. I mean, they knew that if you thought I was hurt, that you'd come to me.
They didn't know if I was hurt, you'd come to me. And I wouldn't even have to ask.
I just knew that you were in trouble. It was like I could feel you going under, and I just knew I had to get to you. When did you get back from Australia?
Just got back from the airport.
How'd you know I was here?
Well, I rang home and there was no answer, so I called around and I found out that all hell had broken loose over here. What's going on?
Well, somebody tried to kill Sonny. And Catherine Bell was shot.
How is she?
I don't know. She just got out of surgery.
Let's go somewhere where we can talk.
Okay. I have to go find Mike because I don't want to leave Sonny alone.
I'm feeling much better now. Thank you so much for asking.